everyone, welcome to the second marketing battle review, and for today's session we will compare Samsung S22 and iPhone 13.
Here is a brief business profile of each player. First, Apple is a multinational technology firm based in the United States that focuses on consumer electronics, softwares, and internet devices. Apple is the world's most valuable firm, the fourth largest personal computer vendor by unit sales, and the second largest mobile phone manufacturer. It is also the world's most valuable company as of January 2021. Along with Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft, it is one of the big five American information technology corporations. Apple launched the first smartphone in 2007, the iPhone. It is the cash cow of the company. Apple has a large range of products. The most famous products are the iPhones. It is Apple smartphones. Then there is the iPad. It is the tablets. Then the AirPods. It is Apple earphones. iMac, the computer. MacBook, the laptops. Apple TV and Apple Watch, the watches. Then Samsung. One of the Korea's most powerful company is the Samsung Group, created in 1938. It is linked to a number of big corporations, including Samsung Electronics, which is the best known for its televisions and mobile phones. In 2009, the company led 59 firms in the areas of digital media, displays, monitors, and semiconductors. The corporation is also involved in the building industry, having built the Burj Khalifa skyscraper, as well as the nuclear power, shipyard, leisure parks, munition, insurance, and mass distribution. Concerning the Samsung product portfolio, there are a large category of products. They sell refrigerator, washing machine, microwaves, dishwasher, air conditioner, smartphone, this is the cash cow product, TVs, and so much more. Finally, concerning the sales of Apple iPhone 13 and Samsung S22 products, we were not able to find it, probably because both of the products were launched pretty recently.
According to Porter, there are 5 forces that we need to analyze in an industry. First, the threats of new entrants. Second, threats of substitutes. Third, bargaining power of suppliers. And then fourth, bargaining power of buyers. And finally, competitive rivalry. The threats of new entrants of this industry is moderate because the barrier to enter the industry itself is not very high. For new brands, they will need some efforts and time to calculate how much cost capital they need, the design of the product, its quality, also the supply flow, which can be pretty hard. But large players with a strong brand image and sufficient investment can still enter the industry pretty easily. For example, Google, who just entered the market with their Pixel smartphone. Meanwhile, for the threats of new substitutes in the industry, it is considered high because the threat of substitutes in this industry mainly comes from rival brands and their products. The top 5 brands with the largest market share in the industry are Samsung, Huawei, Apple, Xiaomi, and also Oppo. Each of them have several models with large screen and premium offerings, just like Apple and Samsung. Their products come with similar features and nearly similar processing power.
For bargaining power of supplier is low, so except for a few big players like Google, suppliers in the smartphone industry have little bargaining power. Most smartphones run on Android system and most suppliers are small businesses located in Asia. Apple has its own operating system, so supplier bargaining power is even lower. Suppliers in the smartphone industry have less bargaining power than the smartphone makers due to their smaller size and financial strength. Apple, Samsung, and Huawei are huge companies with enormous financial strength compared to suppliers. Suppliers must meet their quality standards set by the smartphone makers, so it's limiting their bargaining power. For bargaining power of buyers is moderate. Several factors have increased buyers' bargaining power in the smartphone industry. High substitutes in the industry are one of the main reasons for growing customer bargaining power. Global customer bargaining power has increased due to increased industry competition. More of our customers are well informed and have options these days. So while the market has grown in terms of smartphone models, they are now more affordable than years ago.
The competitive rivalry in this industry is also high because the rivalry between each party in the industry is tough. The companies have been trying to increase their focus on innovation, investing in research and development, and manage to compete with competitive or premium pricing strategies.
Next is consumer behavior profile. For occupant or the segment profile is for people in middle to high class people in the age range of 17 to 60 years old or in their productive age and who need a device to communicate with an advanced technology. And for the objective or the customer value, so basically they went for better quality and design, fulfill lifestyle and support purposes such as communication, entertainment, and education. And for the object or the product item is the iPhone 13 and Samsung S22. And for the occasion or the frequency and timing, it's usually once every few years. And for those who follow trends, they tend to buy more often to keep up with the new launches. And for the outlet or the normal situation is usually from offline stores set by the companies in malls or their own buildings, or online or the marketplace. So it's usually the brand official website, social media, or third-party online shop. And for the organization or the buying role is usually can be done by using credit card or cash, and the decision are made depend on several factors such as customer reviews or whose money they use.
Next, we will be talking about the marketing strategy being used by Apple and Samsung in marketing their product. Most of the strategy being used by Apple and Samsung are pretty much the same. For example, they're both segmenting their product for the middle upper class individuals, for the content creators, professional video and photographer, and then Samsung also segmenting their product for a businessman because they have these S Pen features. And then they're both targeting people who's enthusiast in lifestyle photography, videography, and also for Samsung, there's also an additional targeting for creative and idea worker because of these S Pen features. And then for the brand positioning, both are positioned themselves as luxurious, tough phone, best performance features, high performance smartphone. And for Apple, they also position themselves as a integrated product with the other product lineup, and then also a minimalist product, while Samsung are more to practical feature for their S Pen and then sleek design. We know that Apple has 4 product lineup for this iPhone 13, from iPhone 13 mini, their standard product, their Pro and Pro Max, while Samsung only has 3 lineup, the S22, S22 Plus, and S22 Ultra. Apple pricing strategy are markup pricing and MAP or minimum advertised price. So the Apple product available on the market will not go below a certain price that has been set by Apple itself. So there are no retailers that can set their product price or iPhone price below the mentioned or the set price by the Apple itself. And for the Samsung, they use competitive pricing or promotional pricing. For the competitive pricing, we can see that their top of the line product price is lower compared to iPhone, where iPhone 13 Pro Max most expensive lineup is around 25 million rupiahs, and for Samsung S22 Ultra is 22 million rupiahs. Even though their starting price may be vary between lineup, but its most expensive product is still cheaper compared to Apple. And then Samsung also using promotional pricing because Samsung in Indonesia especially, they like to use bundles and cashbacks to offer to their customer, while Apple are not really doing that much in that kind of area. And for the integrated marketing channel and communication, they're both using social media, their website, e-marketplace, and offline stores.
We do some in-depth interview to some people. Farhan, a retailer, said, if you look at the development of Samsung S22 and iPhone 13, both of them have a positive improvement. It is quite hard to say who is better than the other because each of them has their own advantage. We have to look at the comparison from price point of view. For Indonesian consumer, they tend to buy a phone with a price lower than 10 million. This is suitable for most of their income. Jerry, the consumer, said, I think we don't have to compare these phone company products because both of them have their own potential. I have already used both Samsung S22 and iPhone 13. I think Samsung S22 is full of skills. It includes more function and its capability is good, but it doesn't mean the iPhone 13 contains a lack of function. iPhone 13 has more complicated function and Samsung is easy to use for everyone. You can share or play or do much more things offline. Choose the best product that will relate to where you live, what you do, and what you need. You need to ask this question to yourself whether you will get an iPhone or the Samsung. Jerry, another consumer, said, iPhone is a good phone. However, I've chosen Samsung S22 over iPhone 13. I like the iOS experience, but I don't like some Apple design quirks. The Samsung S22 also has faster speed charging process.
Okay, so let's discuss some of the most recent marketing attacks from each part. Starting with the S22, it's good to know that the official unveiling has been spoiled by numerous leaks of the phone's design before it dropped, and this has obviously forced Samsung to rework the communication and marketing strategy for the S22. So the Samsung communication for the S22 is mostly centered around the promotion of the phone's camera, which aims to be innovative regarding the design and the performance of the camera. So one of the first marketing attacks performed by Samsung following the launch of the S22 relies on 3D billboards ads, which have been very popular over the past few years. Samsung used these billboards in New York, London, Dubai, Kuala Lumpur, and Seoul to display a tiger, which represents all the innovative performance on the camera, which underline like a powerful night vision and vivid coloring. On the slide, you have an example of the ad. The tiger represents the Lunar New Year, as it's the year of the tiger in China, Japan, Korea, and several other Southeast Asian countries. Most of the follow to the S22 rollout has used Google video ads, like on YouTube mostly, to praise the phone's innovative camera design and performances. And you will later see how Apple has countered attacked on the side of advertising. I'm going to show you two ads Samsung has produced to showcase two different marketing strategies. The first one is a funny ad in collaboration with the Bridgerton series, and to appeal to like a audience which are series lover, Samsung partnered with the Netflix diffused show to advertise the S22. The ad found the Bridgerton actors playing a special scene discussing a painting of the Samsung newest smartphone. This is quirky and funny because the plot actually takes place in the 19th century.
And when will you present the finished product to the court?
Shortly. About 210 years, Your Highness.
Secondly, you have a more emotional ad which was created on the occasion of Valentine's Day, which displays a spider confusing the camera lens with the eyes of a beautiful spider, and it falls in love with the billboard, which is eventually removed, and only finds happiness when the owner of the spider buys an actual Samsung S22. Here you have a statement from Mario Winter, the Vice President Marketing at Samsung Electronics, which explain how many consumers, just like the spider which is displayed in a commercial, will fall in love with the camera of the Galaxy S22 Ultra. So about the iPhone 13, just like Samsung, Apple bet on video ads to capture the essential innovative features of the iPhone 13. In fact, video ads can generate more engagement from audiences than traditional ads do. In fact, some studies have found that viewers retain 95% of a message when they watch it in a video compared to only 10% when they read it in a text. Apple's first ad for the iPhone 13 celebrates the phone's battery. It showcases a kid running around the city all day on his bike and filming himself. Of course, the battery doesn't die even when the night falls. The iPhone 13's battery was created to last for 28 hours. Secondly and lastly, the second ad of Apple promotes the phone's durable ceramic shield front display, so basically the resistancy of the phone. The second spot is called Run Baby Run, and finds a toddler playing with an iPhone 13, running around with it, dropping it on the floor, banging it on various items, and even dropping it in a sink. And of course, the phone doesn't break.
And the last one will be marketing insight from both product. As we know, Apple is a market leader in the smartphone industry since it offers a totally different experience compared to most smartphones available in the market today, since it also have a different system. While the other are having Android, it also have its own iOS operating system. And at the same time, Apple also continues to improve its product through R&D and deliver outstanding performance in its products. And if we look further into their company, we know that Apple spends so much money in their research and development. So we might recommend to Apple, since it's already doing good for the time being, we'd like to say that Apple can optimize the car marketing strategy, and maybe they can promote other capabilities of the product more often rather than keep promoting the camera. And for Samsung is the main contender for Apple because one of the reasons are its performance and quality is proven to be on par with Apple product. And so we would like to recommend to Samsung that they can use more content marketing rather than boasting hardware specification like the amount of their RAM, sensor size, and so on and so forth, since hardware spec are not quite relevant when fighting with the market leader, which is the Apple, because we know people tend to see Apple product as the leader in the quality, and our Apple user are not really talking about specs, but they are talking about experience and the result of using Apple products. So we think it will be better for Samsung to not boasting about specifications, but more to about the result or what you can really do with when using their product.
Thank you and have a great day.